Transit of Jupiter from 2nd June till 31st of October 2026. The whole report is for you, and may I say that this is a report with few parts, and this report is a report of 5 months of Jupiter transit, 152 days and 3648 hours. So this is a very thorough report with task, precaution, chanting and very thorough explanation. What the traditional astrology says, what the modern astrology says about the Jupiter transit according to your moon sign, according to your rising sign. I hope you like it. My dear friends, whether you're already part of my app family or you are meeting me for the first time, I want you to have a clarity, not confusion, about your future. If you're watching this inside my app, thank you for being here. Keep using your weekly, monthly and yearly premium horoscopes, including your moon and rising sign, to walk life's best path with confidence. If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook or anywhere else, I would love to invite you to register on my Prakash Astrologer app, and as a thank you, through to the end of 2026, you receive free access to all my weekly, monthly, yearly premium horoscope forecast, including your moon sign, rising sign. Also at the end of this video, I love to share an incredible free offer that can give you even deeper personalized guidance. So do watch and listen right through the end to the end. Now let's look at your horoscope. Transit of Jupiter from 2nd of June 2026 will carry on till 31st of October 2026. The introduction. The significance of transiting Jupiter. Jupiter is traditionally known as a greater benefactor, and in its old astrology was thought to produce nothing but only good. Without Jupiter, you can't even imagine development of the life. And indeed, a Jupiter transit is usually quite pleasant one and often very beneficial. Life seems to flow more easily during this Jupiter's transit, and whatever you set out to do usually succeeds just as you intended. At the most fundamental level, Jupiter signifies the individual reaching out to include more and more of the universe and experience within himself or herself. It is a planet of growth, development, enlargement. In fact, at a trivial level, Jupiter will sometimes just enlarging something to make an action grandiose or overdone. The effect of Jupiter's energy on your life can range from making you gain fat or gain weight to enlarging your mind and consciousness, getting you professionally qualified, educated, professionally skilled, professional job, professional qualification on the basis of professional job, and getting married and creating a family for yourself. It is concerned with social glue. Jupiter has a strong dimension as well. It's directly concerned with the social glue that hold everything together. Does it rule the law and legal system as well as a person in power and government officials? A function, it's shared with Sun. But Jupiter, may I say that when it's linked with government official, means professionally qualified government official. People who are in the legal system, like a judges, like a may I say, attorney general. But Sun is a ruler. but that function is also shared with Sun, Jupiter. One negative manifestation of certain Jupiter transit can be a problem with law. Of course, under other transit, Jupiter can confer legal power upon you. The house that the transiting Jupiter is in indicates the area of life in which you are trying to grow and the mean by which you are doing very well in this. The process may be necessary growth that make you wiser, more successful person. In a philosophical sense, it may be pathological growth. In other words, you're trying to get too much or go too far in this area. Wherever Jupiter transit, you should not make the matter ruled by that house at the face value. The chances are that everything will work out very well, but you should always make sure that you're not overdoing or going too far. Also, it is important to avoid taking more than you share. Planets in your natal chart that are transited by Jupiter represent energy in your personality that are working smoothly, attaining your objectives. But warning given above in connection with the house apply here too. So, do not overdo. One problem with Jupiter is that you should be careful about what you want because you're likely to get it. Nevertheless, most Jupiter transits are quite beneficial for the area of your life that they relate to. Most people have an adequate dose of Saturn, most people in them, which keep them from going overboard with Jupiter. Even the square and opposition transit aspect, which are difficult with most planets, are fairly easy with Jupiter. However, those are the time when you must be careful not to do things in excess. And Jupiter also signifies some of the highest aspect of your life, your overall life view, your attitude toward religion, and your sense of idealism. Jupiter can be very conscious, expanding influence in your life. So enjoy your Jupiter transit while exercising a little care. They could be the doorways to your objective in your life. Taurus, transit of Jupiter for Taurus in 2026 June. For Taurus, transit of Jupiter in third house. For rising sign Taurus, the moon sign Taurus is starting from 2nd of June 2026. It will carry on till 31st of October 2026. When Jupiter transiting through third house, so this bringing indisposition along with some other hurdles in your life. Financially, this may not be good phase for you. You are likely to face obstacle in business and sometimes failure in your undertaking. Taurus, you're likely to lose some money. At workplace, you may have to be very cautious enough to keep your position or rank. Taurus, you are likely to face some kind of opposition of your employer or your colleagues during this phase of time. Stay away from any kind of argument with your family members, with your professional colleagues and your friends, as it might lead to a fight with them. You are likely to lose a relative or a friend during this phase of time. Your health as well as health of your partner would demand extra attention as both of you become susceptible to various disease, various health problems. You may also suffering from other hardships, mental anxiety. Avoid undertaking any journey during this time period as you might incur some loss during those journeys. On the other hand, some of you may also performing some auspicious deeds, even consider getting married. Jupiter in third house, what the modern astrology says, the effect of this transit is to increase your contact through and within your immediate surroundings. You will not have to go very far from your everyday world to find experience that expand your perception of the world and increasing the level of your consciousness. Modern astrology also says this may manifest itself in several ways. First of all, it is quite likely that through everyday life you receive an opportunity for advanced training in a field of the study that could be useful to you. Your concern with communication will be increasing, and you may do some writing, even if that is not the one of your usual activity. During this particular period, extended traveling may be a necessity for some reasons, but you will come out of it understanding a lot more about your world. Your relationship with the relatives, brothers, sisters, cousins will be very good. It is quite possible that you may receive some kind of financial benefit from them, but that is not the only way they could benefit you. Planet Jupiter transit in third house means perhaps more important in the long run is possible effect of this transit upon your mind and consciousness. All thought pattern, attitude that you have adopted unconsciously or that you do not think very much about consciously will be broadened and expanded now. Your thinking will be, may I say, less subject to the limitation imposed by these attitudes. Consciously, your attitude toward the world around you will be much more generous, understanding, and tolerant of other people's differences. You are less likely to be influenced by prejudice. Instead, you will want to know everything on the basis of your experience. Your plan for the future will be larger, more expansive. You will realize that many of the limitations that you thought were imposed from without are actually self-imposed. Also, in looking at the world, you take more factors into the consideration and plan more effectively than you might at other times. Just be careful not to go to the opposite extreme and overdo it. Do not commit yourself to the project that you cannot possibly fulfill. Please. As a general rule, communication with others is better than usual now, but you are able to say what on your mind and you are less subject to failure of communication. At the same time, you are very much frank and willing to talk about every aspect of given problem, whether it relates to your emotional life or to some situation in outer world. But whenever you face any of the following problems or complications, situations, number one, when Jupiter in your third house, if your 10th house is empty, if Moon is occupied in 12th house, at the same time, Saturn is occupied in the 4th house, then Jupiter position is not positive. Loss due to deception or theft, Jupiter position is not positive. If you're going through foul company or bad company, Jupiter position in third house is not positive. Then do raise the Jupiter with the help of these tasks. Task number one, do organize Kanya Pujan in the temple. Donate girls green dresses, sweets and money. This is a very most effective task. This will boost your Jupiter to the maximum. And the precaution is refrain from lies, scandals, flattering, family arguments, family conflict. Refrain from consuming any form of alcohol, any form of intoxication, smoking, too much non-vegetarian food. Refrain from deceiving your own people. Please. And the chanting which will give you super boost is Ang Harim Sharim Kalim Chamundaye Viche. Ang Harim Sharim Kalim Chamundaye Viche. Ang Harim Sharim Kalim Chamundaye Viche. This will boost the Jupiter to the maximum. Right now, eligible new members to the Prakash Astrologer app can also claim a complimentary one-to-one basic consultation with me. After you register on the app, you receive your welcome email. You'll then have 7 days to book your free session and bring the most important question on your mind so you can get clear personal guidance. So don't hesitate. Visit astrology.prakashastrologer.com and sign up today, and together we'll remove as much as uncertainty from your life as possible.